repeat their last three words. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Today I wanted to go over an idea that I heard promoted by Chris Voss. Chris Voss is the writer of Never Split the Difference. He is an expert in negotiations, was a hostage negotiator, that did all these different things, and really interesting guy. Well, great perspective on things, but I wanted to talk about his concept of when you're in discussion, when you're in negotiation with somebody, and especially if it's hot and heated, the importance of repeating the last three words back to the person. Okay, we're going to get into that in a second. First, though, I wanted to remind you to go check out my book. I'm offering it for free right now. You can get a free copy. It's called 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. It's all about how to overcome competitive forces and to really make your competition irrelevant. How would you go about doing that? I got 9 different ways to be able to do it. These are long-term strategies, so it's something that can help you. I also have different sources that you can look this stuff up at and be able to do more studying on. You get a free copy of this book at amazonproofbook.com. Okay, let's talk about why would you repeat the last 3 things that somebody said to you. Okay, this comes really in handy when you're dealing with a situation where somebody's upset or they really want you to hear what they're trying to say and they need validation that you heard it. Okay, try this with an argument with your spouse or with when you're in a situation where you're dealing with a customer and the customer is irate about something or trying to give their opinion about something, and they're very engaged in the conversation and they're waiting for a reply. Repeat back to them what they just said. And if nothing else, the last 3 words. Okay, it'd be better if you can repeat the idea back to them and be able to go from there. But let's say you just repeated back their last 3 words. There's a couple things this does. For you, it gives you a chance to calm down and watch your reactions. You don't want to be reacting to a person that is engaging you. The second thing is it gives you a chance to replay the words in your mind as you're saying it out loud again so that you can hear them back, and gives you a chance to kind of chew on it and think about what they meant to say. Here's the other part. From their perspective, it gives them a chance to calm down and hear their words coming back to them, especially if what they said was stupid or irrelevant or misleading or anything of that sort. You say it back to them slowly, their last 3 words, and it gives them a chance to chew on it too. You also can say it back to them in the form of a question. You want to kill my cat? You know, you toss it back at them, and it gives them a chance to kind of add on to it or to think about what they just said. This calms a situation down, and it allows both parties to kind of step back and say, okay, here's where we're at right now. Simple technique, very simple technique. But it underlays a psychology and the emotionalism that tends to come up when you're having a discussion, especially in business. If you're dealing with employees, if you're dealing with vendors, if you're dealing with anybody, especially people who are difficult. When you're dealing with difficult people, it's good to have these techniques available to you, because it's not about the technique itself. It's not about manipulating people or using a technique, right? It's about the long-term strategy and the principle that underlies the technique that you start to get to learn. And listening to Chris Voss and reading his material, he's got some really great ideas like this because it's all founded in a deep principle. And everything comes back to being honest and straightforward and having clearer communication with the people we work with, the people we know, the people we love, all that stuff. It all matters, and everything is a negotiation. Like both him and Jim Camp before him have made these points in the past, and it's so true, so important to understand these concepts. So I definitely recommend his material. You can go and check it out. And you can check out a million interviews that he has out there on a million podcasts. The last one I heard was on I Love Marketing. So you can go look that one up. Hopefully you have a great night. We'll be back here tomorrow with another tip, either a tactic, a strategy, a principle, or a combination of all of the above. You have a great night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.